Welcome back to my stream. Um, Today we are, well, I guess, going to see, what's up with Alfino here in Vesper Bay. I guess he's investigating this visitor, and, we are going to check this out. Okay. You're late. No matter. I know where our visitor is headed. From what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doma, yes? An Othard? Well, like the rest of the nations of the eastern continent, it is ruled by the Guardian Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale, and more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Uldal, Avistrom. Unless I am mistaken, I am rarely mistaken, we will find the Domans bickering with the Sultan sworn on the royal promenade. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume they may be being pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Uldal. Okay. So off we, well, I mean, we're kind of, well, we're in Thanalan. Let's go to Uldal. So they're Domans. Domans from the land of Althard. Or Othard. Or whatever. Oh. I'm not wearing my glasses. I should always be wearing my glasses, and I always forget. There you go. Oh wait. Nope. Teleport crystal. Whoops. So they should be on the royal promenade. Bicker. Here they are. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir. We have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alfino Levaye, at your service, a friend. Which, I believe, makes me very nearly unique, in this part of the world at least. Few indeed are your allies in Uldal, yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associates at the Quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. Okay, to the Quicksand then. Oh, hello. Oh my gosh, I cannot use my words today. Hello, viewer, watcher, whatever. We are going to the quicksand, and we are checking out what's up with the domans here in Thanalan. Okay, Alfino.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware.
Oh, hi. Oh, that's, yeah, sure. I like chatting. Further how? Oh, oh, further in the game.
When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity
I
to
use
free
they them
ourselves
pronouns.
from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms, only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to the shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor...
Hi.
Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma
I've been,
is razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
I've been streaming the story on this. I've played this game, actually all the way to, up to Endwalker, but I've never, so I played all the story up to there. I haven't played Endwalker yet, but I'm going back and I'm playing from the beginning and streaming the story.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors.
I played this game way back in... I started playing this game back in 2017, and then I basically, like, stopped playing for a good long while, and have, like, come back every now and then. So, like, it was, like, I don't know, like, it's been, like, I've been on, and then I've been off, and then I've been on, and then off.
Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here.
Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Stream sniper. Oh, interesting. Okay.
The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be
Yeah,
so easily swayed.
on
I shall see that
Excalibur,
you are
so...
granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
But if you ever, I don't know if I do or not. If that's like, I mean, I guess I do. If that's not like an option that I have to set or something. I don't know if it is or not, but I would say yes.
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Uldar unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
Okay, so that was that with the Domans. Cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. What is this quick way to find out? I'm curious. I'll wait to continue the stuffs. I'll go ahead and read up on it. Oh, there's a link. Yeah, it's right there. You're good. If I may, sir, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. Nope, you're good. It says Discord app, you know, all that. Oh, I can't click it right now because I'm on PS4. I'm not, I stream on the PS4 instead of PC. So. But, if you're wanting to, like, chat with me on Discord, and that's why you did that, is this, oh, on the phone. I can do that. Hold on. Just a second. Pulling it up. Okay, so let's see here. Oh no, the chat doesn't show up on my phone. Or at least the chat that has happened so far. I don't know why. Doesn't make much sense to me. Okay, there it is. Okay, now I can click it. Oh, is that your character? Cute. before I started this gameplay, or this playthrough, I was playing as a Lalafell for the longest time. And this is the cutest little Lalafell. But this playthrough I am doing a oh, that's you. Sweet. Cute. I mean, yeah. You married a Lalafell? I married a Lalafell too. That just like my Lalafell okay, so my partner IRL was also playing Lalafell, and I was playing Lalafell, and so we oh, let me see. Okay, hold on. Oh, you'll have to send it again. Aw, that's a beautiful wedding. My phone is doing something weird. Here we go. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of your tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Gentle sir, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Everstrom? Of course I'll help. You couldn't have picked a better day, to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see? But just sent word they can't come, meaning I've got a boatload of foodstuffs, and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Aha. Go and call on Friedrich and Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the little prince's orders to the Waking Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them these letters. That should set them straight. Cool beans, cool beans. Sapphire Avenue Exchange should be just out. Isn't it outside, or no, it's on the other side. Okay. We'll just use the teleport then. Oh, I used to have that emote. So you go and light up people's lives. That's what you do. My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions? Yeah, I get head pats. You know you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it. You mark my words. She's in the business of feeding refugees now? I ain't normally one to question Mistress Momedy's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man what can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. Well, that's rude. Aw, you give me head pats? Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. Let's see, speak with Momody. Oh, wait. Haha. How true is that? Yeah, that's my kind of outlook on America at the moment. Not much redeemable, honestly. The obsession with wealth in Old Daw throughout like the entire story of Eorzea, I'm just like, the other two have it better. The other two lands. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Yugiri it's all in hand. I used to live in Texas. Yeah, I lived in Texas for 25 years of my life. I live in California now, but I dared not hope for such a magnanimity. Oh gosh, I always show off just how bad my vocabulary is in this game. Much less expected. Mistress Momody is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. Yeah, I feel for you in Texas. It's almost like you can't get out when you're in Texas. Neither can I. That's why I currently live with my partner's family. So I can't afford California. It's been a lot. I moved from Texas, and then I lived in Chicago for a little bit, and then I ended up having to move to Reno, and now I live here in California in the middle of nowhere. It's not LA. It is the middle of the desert. Lady Yugiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you will be pleased with this reply. We have been granted an audience. Before the Sultana and the Syndicate both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alphino. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Oh wait, but, well, not really Confederate flags, but Trump flags, yes, they're all over the place in this place that I live in. Southern California, like, this part of Southern California is not very nice. But I feel for you. Like, it's worse. I can guarantee. I mean, my family lives in Texas, so I've been there, and it's when I feel like when people are in the middle of nowhere, which a lot of Texas is almost does feel like most of Texas is in the middle of nowhere. It kind of breeds ignorance because people don't ever leave. A lot of people are stuck where they are. And I feel like when people are stuck where they are, they don't see much of what's outside. They don't see, like, they can watch the news, but then they just tune out whatever they don't understand. But until you actually meet people from other walks of life, you don't really understand. And that's how most of Texas feels. And it's because, like, Texas is so big and there's no public transportation. Like, public transportation in Texas is just awful. But, like, it's so big and everything's so spread apart, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, yes, but, like, and honestly, that's kind of how what the game's dealing with right now, with the Domans coming to Eorzea and people not caring about what they have to deal with. But yeah, I mean, I feel like people start caring when their needs are tied in with others. And I mean, I'll say that, like, I was part of that at one point too. Like, I didn't know or didn't really understand how bad other people had it until I had it bad. And then I was, you know, lumped in with other people who had it bad. And then, like, start befriending these other people who, you know, had it bad, and then we all just start, like, talking about, you know, it's like you just don't understand till you're in there. And I can't really blame people for that, but people should at least care. I can blame people for, like, for just blatantly not caring if other people are upset about something. I mean, it just takes listening. Then I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. Truth. Though, I must point out, like, I mean, Eorzea does have a lot of similar issues. Let's see. We are going to Royal Promenade, so Chamber of Rule. I love the Domans, though. I feel like it's not fair that, like, in the, Stormblood, I feel like Domans kind of got, like, the weaker story, but, like, I love their, like, everything about them. A pleasure, Averstrom. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting. Well, yes, I did, but...
I'm honored to meet you at last,
voice.
To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
So I'm talking like just the overall expansion of Stormblood, just kind of I mean, the land is what captivated me the most in Stormblood, but like the I don't know, since they did like have to share their plot line with the other half that wasn't, you know, very good, it just kind of like felt like it brought the whole expansion down.
I'm Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul. Welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Ugiri.
Yes, I agree. I agree there.
Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Doma, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty.
I cannot express how much I loved Shadowbringers. Oof. It was a good one. I mean, Heavensward was great too, but like Shadowbringers, just like the ending of that.
Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
What's your
More than
opinion
200
on
souls huddled
Endwalker?
within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Ugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anything about Endwalker, so, but yeah, the patches after Shadowbringers kind of like made a lot of the story. I feel like so to not do the same for Endwalker would be silly.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends.
Twists. I love twists.
And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
He's like, children, settle down, settle down.
200 domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Ah, yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
This is actually, this playthrough is actually my first time, listening to the voiceovers in English. So, like, it's very interesting to me to just be hearing, I don't know, different voices.
Bite your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Ul'dah's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Yeah, the Lalafels do kind of dominate the table. Well, there you have it.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace. And I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
I'm not sure who that was. I don't see why Urianger would be there, though.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
This guy can eat a boot. If you know what happens later, then you understand why. But he can eat a boot.
Poses an immediate threat. They see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Wait, I couldn't complete it. Or did it complete? I don't know. A pleasure, Vesper. The others are already inside. Oh gosh, no. It didn't let me complete it. Skip. Okay, options, that's why. Okay. As you observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah, I will waste no more words on him, not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. Okay, Raban. Wait, where's the Hall of Flames? Hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's the whatever it's called. Stop. Oh, I mostly do it just when I'm in the towns. Just for like the scale of the town and stuff. I like that. But when I go into like battle and stuff, I go into third person because you really can't play the game in first person while battling, honestly. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong one. The Syndicate has spoken. I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The Monitarists have made their position clear. Agreed. Ul'dah is not an option. Nor are Limsa Lumensa or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative. A place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Minfilia? That is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week mayhap, or even just a few days. Excellent. I shall keep you informed. That sounds awesome. I would love to mess around with a VR headset. I don't have the money for it, but like, I would love to have a VR headset one day. That'd be so cool. Lady Ugiri, I have a proposal if you would like to hear it. Out with it, Alphino. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comfort of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, with naught save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself proposed, Lady Ugiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'dah, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alphino, once again, I find myself in your debt. Pray do not think me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat considering the distance and the present condition. Mayhap the Old Dawn Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, Avistrom. Lady Ugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the Immortal Flames can provide. Okay, so what? Do I have to go back to the quicksand? I'm gonna talk to Momodi again. Alright, Alphino. What's up? We are concerned that the Dolmen refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Dolmens until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. Hi! What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the Immortal Flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed, but the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Dolmens to Mordona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Dolmen's behalf. Alright, you have fun too. Thank you for joining me. It was nice talking to you. Ah, okay. Well, if you come back, that's someday, then I'll see you later. Bye! Very well. We shall begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Yugiri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. Oh, snap. That'd be awesome. Alright, well, anytime. Anytime. Well, it sounds like we all have work cut out to do. Oh, wait, we all have work to do. Okay. Sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Yugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you. After you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Let's see. We're gonna go with fending. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefore they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Avestrom, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process, through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hozan when you arrive. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Okay, so going back to Vesper Bay then. Still got 10 tickets, so. Oh, yeah, I'm excited about all of the upcoming patches. They seem to be, like, wanting to rework a whole lot of the game, which is, like, wild to me. Greetings. Alphino informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I am honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. Oh, that's really exciting. I didn't even know they were actually planning on that right now, so that's kind of like a big deal. Aye, I knew from a glance what manner of man you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son Yozan. He can tell you more. I'm really excited about I know it's like a long ways off, but like 7.0 is gonna be huge. Oh, hello there. I'm Yozan, son of Hosen. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I hear we're traveling by horse-bird-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but... What's that? You're looking for the others? Oh, don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Yuri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Darn, I don't want to do hide and seek. Hey, you're not Yozan. Who are you? I'm Koharu. Averstrom Plays, eh? I didn't know anyone else was... Wait a minute, you're one of those, stallions, aren't you? No, scions. Then you must know Lady Yuri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. Alright, it's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Averstrom Place. I'm so excited to, like, get to Heavensward at some point. Because, this is, like... This kind of stuff is, like, meh. How'd you find me? Guess I need more practice. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. Are you playing? Aw, no fair. Yazan didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horsebird carriage? I don't know. It sounds scary. But if Yazan says it's safe, I'll go. Wonderful. All the children are accounted. Hide and seek? Ah, I see that you are curious. It is quite simple, really. Lady Yugiri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. We'll just do money. First caravan is due to depart shortly. Followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Okay. Let's go inform the coachman at high speed. Okay. You're gonna be off, are you? Hey, well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Runner from the blade says we might have a problem. Fierce-looking beastie has been sighted south of the bridge to Emmerley. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but it don't pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area is safe, like. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way is clear, meet us outside Horizon. The blades tell me the roads are safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Alright, let's hop up and go flying. Wonder if I can fly over this. Wow, I can't. Cannot. Okay. Wow, look how pretty old Da is from this height. It's gorgeous. Wandering Eye. Okay, let's take it down. Now, imagine not being able to fly and doing that quest. Like, it would take forever. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? Haha. The way I said haha. Haha. Well fought, sir. Well fought. If only I were in better health, I would have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost, but not forgotten. Lady Ugiri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father. To she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. What's up, kids? Hey, Mr. Averstrom. Koharu and I wanted to know why you became an adventurer. That sounds silly. I'm gonna go with what I said in the first place, like at the beginning of the game. To win glory. Glory? Oh, like bringing on into your family, you mean? Yes, Father always goes on about that. It's my turn now. Mr. Averstrom, I've got a question. What's Revenant's Toll like? Is it pretty? It says, a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. You mean there are lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. Well, maybe not just as strong as me. Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Mr. Averstrom, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Seek out new experiences and adventures. Of course. To be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. Alright, that's enough questions for Mr. Averstrom. That's not fair. Why does Yozong get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Mr. Averstrom. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer, too. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an Adventurers Guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Mr. Averstrom and Lady Yugiri. Yeah, just like Mr. Averstrom and Lady Yugiri. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Of course. Okay, let's see. Going back to the quicksand. I think we can get there quickly through here. I think. All right, back in Ul'dah. Oh, it's way over there, actually. Well, I guess I'm sprinting. Ah, Averstrom. I take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? No. I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. Okay. It is past time Lady Yugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalan which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slothborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Memphilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should stand the Domans in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels, Averstrom. Okay, so we are going to our new base. Yeah, speak with Slothborn. Cool beans, cool beans. We shall do that. Tired. Goodness. Okay. And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the Toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Softborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Softborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent. 7 hells, Avastrom, why are you wasting time with me? See them to the Rising Stones. Okay. Well then, we're going to the Rising Stones. Oh, I've got to speak with her first? Okay. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon. Bum ba da bum bum ba dum bum bum ba bum bum ba da 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 da. Tis no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldesion continue to meet with failure. Urianger has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I am given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees while the primal threat remains unresolved? I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Ugiri is here. Please, show her in. I should very much like to meet her. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Loftborn. Lady Ugiri, Avastrom. Lamin and I will make all necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival, though I must admit that I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Y'shtola should be returning anon with a report from afield. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival?
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The serpent reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what? Pray tell.
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods. They mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Ugh.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless one. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Alright, so we've got Lady Yugiri joining us in our fight against Leviathan. Sweet. Plainly, should the worst come to pass, Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality inevitable. Yet so long as there is even a chance that the primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Lumensa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share. Okay, we can do that. Lumensa. Isn't that just the best name? Lumensa. So, I was playing Minecraft yesterday, actually. And, I was actually okay, so me and my partner were playing Minecraft yesterday, and I was actually having quite a bit of fun with it. I don't typically play Minecraft, but it was fun for that time. Wait, isn't this where the command room is? This is where the marker is. Why is it? Oh, okay, he just wasn't showing up. You are expected. Pray take this lift to the command room. Oh, you are? Like right now, right now? Welcome, friends. I take it Ishtola has... That's awesome. That's a funny coincidence. I saw this one texture pack on the store that I really want. It's called Conquest, if you like look it up and see what it is. It looks so cool. I want it. Welcome, friends. I take it Ishtola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we should welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But if, gods forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. Lady Menphilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. Can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on to... I would rather not be drawn on their nature. Okay. I will say only that there is something I would see with mine own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Private plays. Our scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagin movements within the Sapsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operation staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be apprised of their latest intelligence. Commander Falkvrida has charge of the garrison. Yeah, I was wanting to tell Sunny about the conquest pack, but like we're low on money, so I'm sitting here like, but I want it. I'm the worst. I remember there once, like, I guess it was a while back or something, but like, they used to let you, play with texture packs, like, try them out before you bought them. But I guess too many people might have been doing that and, like, not buying them. So, I don't know, that I couldn't find an option to do that anymore. But I really wanted to try out the conquest thing. I've been expecting you, Scion of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. Well, what they used to do was, they would, make it so that you could run around in a world with a texture pack on, but you just couldn't save the game that way. But I guess they just like stopped doing that. I don't know. That's how I know about the Steven Universe thing. I've actually tried the Steven Universe pack like a long while back. And so, like, I know what it looks like and everything. But, like, yeah. Another thing that I want the Disneyland, or the Disney World, pack. That would be fun. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sapsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We must proceed with all caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet, their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Sapsa, all told. Here, take this flask of restorative and tend to those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion, if they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory, however. We can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. They won't kill me. I'm too epic for that. I tried out the Nightmare Before Christmas one as well. Yeah, I just, the thing about Minecraft when I play it is, I want to play something that feels like an adventure, and like the game by itself, it feels it's an adventure, yeah, sure, but like it's just missing details. Like I want like, I don't know, that's why I find the conquest one so so appealing. I'm like, whoa, this looks intense. Where is the thing that I'm supposed to go to? It says that it's down, but like, where? I don't see him. The wounded storm private, so if I see a person, there's enemies here, so oh, there he is. Help somebody. All the times to forget the restorative. Ugh. Thank you. I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's Tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Fly, antelope, fly. I think Sunny went to the gym earlier. I'm probably gonna like ask him when he gets back and be like, hey, can I have the conquest thing? Right? Like, he went and bought some things yesterday, so I should be able to buy, like, a little thing, okay? I want a little thing. Your return. Thank the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? Dear gods, these wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. The savagery know no bounds. Enemies know they go too far. I dread to think that what may have become of the two who remained unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. Sally Forth. Okay, wait. I still need to talk to her. Okay. Thrice damned fishback bastards. I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetheryte in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready. We but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. But we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Aetheryte and eliminate the Sahagin priests presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin's legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge of this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault, and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. The self-same moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall hurry the enemy from offshore. In likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the Sahagin defensive effort. Avisham and Ishtola, the 2 of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversions should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Thancred and Ugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin out as possible of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle round to join the infiltration unit of Ishtola and Avistrom. When all has been set in motion, I shall myself cut a path to the Aetheryte, accompanied by Lady Monfilia, as was agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle. When last did we fight side by side, Avistrom? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away. Like literally side by side, Ishtola? I don't think you have yet. Oh, nope. Leave me alone, Oxalotl. You're too big for an Oxalotl. Go away. Darn. Okay. Okay, I'll have to kill it first. Okay. Pray do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the Aetheryte is close at hand. Let us press on.
They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Did I miss much? So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans. But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Get it, Thancred.
To the Aetheryte!
You'll forgive me my lateness.
been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Long have you shriveled Sorewalkers tormented our kind. But no more! Your time is at an end! You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What?
Such power is transcendent.
Seven hells.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal. O mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Die, damn you!
Foolish Shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all!
My being ebbs away. It should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Where did he go?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon. Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates. Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost. For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
A tidal wave? Oh no. Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements. If his last attempt is any guide, we cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure, but Limlane herself would struggle to best the Lord of the World in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. Okay. Off we go to Limsa then. You know, teleport all the way back over there just while Leviathan is just sitting in the water, you know, doing nothing. Okay. I think it's gonna be back in the captain's room. Or command room. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this person needs to appear faster. Okay, there he is. Okay. You are expected in the command room. Pray do not keep the Admiral waiting.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Hearthstone it was called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the Company of Heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The Company of Heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieve with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
It will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Moraby Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafirson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with a primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. What is it? A message, Admiral. I judged it best that it be delivered at once. I am listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. One of the company of heroes. The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I am disinclined to put any store in this claim. And even should it be true, it is as Ishtola said. None save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not already know? And yet, having wagered Limp's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony can yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will be ready soon. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on this supposed Primal Slayer's claims. Averstrom, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. The man you were looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lenosha. The storm private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. May my journey prove fruitful. As if I've got to, like, journey some, like, extreme far... Well, okay, never mind. I kind of do. No, why did it have to be there? Okay. Well, actually, you know, I'm flying, so no, it's not going to be that far. I keep forgetting that I can fly, and that it's so much faster to fly. Whee! You can see limbs from all the way over here. Yeah, it's right over there. Wait, it's this guy again. No, not this guy. Now look here, you. You'll have your bloody story right after we carry those sacks of grains over to the mill. But, sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you. And before I mucked out the chocobo stables. And before I rolled that millstone over to the mill. And also before... Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days. And do you hear me complaining? I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. Alright, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Tractum ain't a generous soul. Now, pick up your ears, 'cause I won't be repeating myself. Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting. The tale of Tractum's epic victory over the dread primal Leviabetis. Now, Leviabetis is huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea of how big, each of his scales is about as wide across as my members long. That's great. And that's no mean feat, let me tell you. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been a lagoon's worth at least. He even knocked me trusty axe out of me hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. Hehehe. What happened next? Why, I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots. But not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let my mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic. Perhaps too modest. Now there's some, as you say, you can never truly beat La Via Beatus. That you've got to learn to live with him and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company, though. Ah! It's you! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the intention is all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm chocobo dung. I'm the maggots you find wriggling in chocobo dung. I have to lie to women to tumble them, and that don't happen much. Memphis tidy. It's pathetic. I'm just like, why? Why bring me back here? I sure as hell didn't fight La Via Beatus, but I have seen him with me own two eyes. 'Twas a fair few years back when I was working as a baker's hand. I was shirking me duties one day, lording about the harbor when I saw it. A great big massive sea serpent, some bombs off the coast, with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared, I soiled myself right then and there. Oh yeah, no, I already did like the Company of Heroes stuff like way back, and like the actual like Realm Reborn stuff. This guy is that one guy that's all like acting like he's part of the Company of Heroes, but he's not. Oh god, just remembering that day made me soil myself all over again. Hey, wait, if you're here asking after La Via Beatus, it means you're planning to fight him, ain't ye? Well, take care. He really is terrible. Dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Oh yeah, it honestly just makes you roll your eyes. Why, you worthless lying whoreson. I can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung. And now they're just like, alright, come back. Avistrom, this is Menphilia. Were you able to learn aught to use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon? Leviabetus? I see, that is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Moorby dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you are able. So, that was just, you know, a waste of, teleportation gil. Okay, back to Moorby dry docks. I'm not going to teleport there. I'm already in the location. I'll just fly there, cause flying's fun. It's pretty. Yeah, no, if I ever had to do the Company of Heroes again, I'd probably, because probably the worst part about it is that they all act like they're so serious, like you have to do this, and Ishtola eventually just kind of like lets it slide, but I'm just like, no, this is not, that's not okay. That's absolutely not okay. I'm told your jaunt to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lad. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the World Eater I call her, is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention also that she is nigh unsinkable, but I'm not one to tempt fate. The World Eater and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word, and we shall bear you to Leviathan. Ah, I know that look. You are ready. Having been constructed in some haste, the World Eater may not be pretty, but I assure you she's capable. She has been fitted with what our friends at Naldic and Vimeles are calling an elemental converter. Assuming the thing works, it will use the power of corrupted crystals on board to rob Leviathan of his hold over water. Depending on how the battle unfolds, you may well need to activate the device manually. Keep that in mind. Oh my gosh, there's 72 messages in this chat right now. What? It is expected that the Sahagin and their thralls will attempt to come to Leviathan's defense. Accordingly, the Maelstrom will once again employ diversions. Thancred and Ishtola, I would have you assist in this effort. If it is to fulfill its purpose, your diversionary force must not want for numbers. By a leave, I too would volunteer my blade. We would welcome it. Having seen you fight in Sapsa, I dare say the fishbacks will find your presence highly diverting. Thancred and Ishtola, if you would join the third levy, and Lady Ugiri the fifth. By what words have I for the man who has made a sport of slaying gods? Only these. Go warily, for the sea is an unforgiving place to wage war. May the navigator guide you through the storm, warrior of light. I would echo the Admiral's sentiments, and add a few words of mine own. Know that we all have the utmost faith in you, Averstrom. May the crystal bless and keep you. Alright, let's kill Leviathan! It's probably the most annoying primal fight for sure. But, gotta do it. Gots to. Oh no, my durability's low. I should probably, take care of that. Is there a place here? Looks like there's a hammer over there. Let's check that out. Hopefully it doesn't ring before I get to him. Okay. Whew, okay, so now we are just, sitting here. Maybe I'll go flying a little bit. Fly! Oh yeah, I forgot that this one's a 6-person duty. Interesting. The Salt Strand. Autumn. Do you know what caused the Salt Strand area? I don't know, so I ask. It just seems like a very interesting thing. I mean, yeah, I did the same. That was me. Let's skim the water. Like, if you've seen any of my, my past, streams that, like, had me in the raids, you'll see that I'm not exactly the, most knowledgeable when it comes to fights sometimes. I do my best though. I do what I can. And I can learn if people tell me the mechanics, but like if I don't know the mechanics, then I just don't know the mechanics. I like that you can go walk on these areas. For some reason, flying through these this window area reminds me of playing on the PS2, the PS2 version of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Yeah, flying on my broomstick and just flying around. That was my favorite part of that game. Is just being able to just get on your broom and just like freely fly around Hogwarts and just like fly through things. It was so cool. Really? Interesting. Well, that would make sense. For some reason, every time I think about like Dalamud falling, I always think like the pieces. Yeah, I always think like for some reason my brain always thinks immediately that like Dalamud fell and just like, but then I forget that it like broke apart. And so like duh, like yeah. So that's what I should remember, but like every time I think about it, I always think of just Dalamud falling, and then like there should be like a giant crater somewhere that's just like a big but that's not how it worked. There was a big dragon inside. Well, geez. It's been 5 minutes, and I still don't have any DPS or any healer. Or, actually, I'm the only person in this party. What about, well, I think, what about, Kurthus? Do you think maybe, that big red area that, like, is called Boulder Downs, you think that was part of Dalamud as well? Well, I don't even... Oh, I do have one left in my hunting log. Oh, well, I can go over there real quick and look. Since I'm not doing anything. Oops, got off my mount. This place over here. Boulder Downs. Yeah, it's a big one. But it looks like... I mean, is this part of Dalamud? I don't know. I don't know what this is, actually. I don't remember. Yeah, it looks different, I think. It might be, though. I mean, considering kind of looks similar to the stuff I went through in the coils, but I suppose I'll find out. At some point, anyway. So, after Leviathan here, though, I think I'm actually going to be ending my stream a little early today. Yeah. But, depends on actually how long it takes for me to get Leviathan to pop here, because this is taking a while. It says 7 minutes now, but it's already 9 minutes, so... What? Cheese dip. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Incredible. What? That is also incredible. Raspberry Danish. I'm being spoiled over here. Cheese dip, raspberry Danish, and chips. Probably not all eat at the same time, but the cheese and chips, yes. Flying around here in Kurthis just makes me think about Heavensward. It makes me ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for it now. Ah, there it goes. I mean, it's a Danish. It has cheese. It has like cream cheese icing on it. Oh, okay. So then that is what it is. Cool. Oh, I just remembered I'm a tank. I've got to be a tank in this fight. Oh, well, that's gonna mean nothing, though, because you don't really do anything as a tank in this fight except for pull ads. Alright, here goes nothing. Rawr. Probably should take care of Leviathan's tail first. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh wait, nope. Okay, we've got butt heads here. Drink deep of the sea's bitter drought. I don't feel like it. Gyre plumes. Mine is the power to cleanse all things. Not to consume the relentlessness of onslaught of my waves. Challenge me with trickery, fools, your mortal contrivances cannot well. Get rid of this tail. Oh, really? That was it? I feel like it... Oh wait, maybe I'm thinking about Extreme. I think I'm thinking of Extreme. But like, it used to be a lot harder, I feel like. Oh, I didn't get to give anybody anything. Oh well. I got player commendations, look at me. Yeah, perhaps. That was... I don't know, it just seemed like it was way too simple. I know the extreme fight takes away the walls, but... Okay, so I'm gonna go report this to Merlwib in Limsa, and then I think that's gonna be the end of the stream. Because now I've got all this food stuff in front of me. Maybe I might be misremembering, but I think it had walls. I think, but I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. I think the first battle had walls because I remember that I didn't know the mechanics when I went into the fight the first time. And when I went into Extreme, I was just like, oh wait, this one's fine. But then like I didn't realize that the walls were down because I didn't think it would be an issue, and so I wasn't paying attention to the mechanics, and it just like hit me with that the tail, and then it just slid off. I was just like, whoop, okay, bye.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks. 'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat, not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Pinfilia, please!
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Morderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment. But if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
Sweet. Oh, there's a noisy cat at the door.
You wished a word in private.
Hey.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'shtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course, then. But know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to understand. The Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I have in my keeping a letter of introduction for Lady Yukiri. To the south stands a gate leading to the pier for smaller fishing vessels. Look for an inconspicuous Huron man there, and present the letter to him. He serves as a gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I am obliged to remind you that the members of the fraternity to which you would be introduced abide in the shadows of Lamentant society. They value their independence more highly than pirates, and are united by a bond stronger than mithril. To wit, they are invariably wary of new faces. Though it be penned by the Admiral herself, mere words on parchment will get you only so far into their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust they place in you. But here's the letter. Go to the aforementioned place and show it to the aforementioned men. Oh, and good luck. Okay, so I picked up the quest so that I have my next point to go to. But that is going to be all for my stream today. But thank you for watching with me, like I always very much appreciate it. And I appreciate the both of you that are currently in my stream. Thank you very, very, very much. And I will see you again next time, okay? Bye!